welcome back to my channel. It's Katie, and today I'm doing a new video for you guys. I'm sure as you can tell by the title, I decided to film a get ready with me. I'm getting ready to go to a quinceañera, which is a birthday party that typically the Hispanic community celebrate when a girl turns 15. I wanted to film the look that I'm doing just because I haven't done a makeup look in a while. I'm sorry about the quality of the sound. The last video, I just got a new microphone and I don't know how to adjust the settings and everything. I'm learning. Just bear with me, please. I'm hoping to improve the quality. That's what I'm trying to do. That's why I haven't put a video out in so long, because I really have been trying to improve the quality of my videos. I've invested in a camera. I've invested in some better lighting, obviously, but it's a lot better than using my iPhone, which is what I was previously filming on. I'm gonna leave you guys here. I'm rambling now, and I do that a lot. You guys already know I'm just a rambler. I can talk. But anyway, if you'd like to see how I got this glam look, then please keep watching. Alright, I started prepping my skin with the Badescu facial spray. This is the aloe, cucumber, and green tea one. It smells incredible. And once that has set into my skin, I use the Garnier Skin Active Moisture Rescue Refreshing Gel Cream as my moisturizer. To prime my eyelids, I'm using the MAC Painterly Paint Pot and just blending that out with my fingers. Also, I did fill in my brows off camera. They do look like a hot mess, but I fixed them later on. So I'm going to start off by taking the shade Burnt Orange from the Anastasia Beverly Hills Modern Renaissance palette and placing that into my crease and blending it upwards. And then I just go in with a clean blending brush to blend that out even further, making sure that there are no harsh lines. Going in with the shade Cypress Umbar from the same palette, I'm kind of etching out where I want my crease to be. Since I do have hooded eyes, I like to place the crease area right above where my actual crease is. And then I just go in and deepen that shade up and then blend it out. To blend that Cypress Umbar shade out, I'm taking a very small defining brush from Morphe, and I'm using the shade Real Guard to blend that out. I still want the dark shade to be very prominent, but I don't want it to be very harsh. Does that make sense? I'm going back in with that very first brush that I used with the very first shade, which is Burnt Orange, and I'm just going to do some more blending just to make sure that there's no harsh lines. Alright, so now to clean up my eyelid and kind of create that cut crease look, I'm using some concealer. This is the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Concealer, and I'm just using a small flat concealer brush to do this, and then I go in with a different flat concealer brush to blend that out. I'm going back in with a Cypress Umbar shade to kind of define that line a little bit more and deepen the shade up. And then on an angled brush, I'm taking the shade Raw Sienna to blend out that color even more. With a flat eyeshadow brush, I'm taking the shade Vermeer. It's just a really pretty shimmery color, and I'm applying that all over my eyelid. So I was having a bad makeup day and I wasn't liking how this was looking, so I'm taking the shade Real Guard and I'm applying that to my outer V with an angled brush. And then I go in with a smaller angled brush and I'm using the shade Cypress Umbar to deepen it up. So instead of having like a full cut crease, it's kind of like a half cut crease, if that makes any sense. And then I'm just gonna do lots and lots and lots and lots of blending. Alright, so to clean up my brows and to kind of use this as a base for my brow bone highlight, I'm using the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Concealer, and I'm just applying that and blending it out with a flat brush. I don't know what it is about using concealer underneath the brows. It just does something and makes the eyebrows look 10 times better. And as my first brow bone highlight, I'm using the shade Tempera. Okay, so to prime my face, I'm using the Maybelline Master Prime Blur and Smooth, and I did do my eyeliner off camera because the struggle is so freaking real. For my foundation, I'm using the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Foundation. My shade is Golden Beige, And while I think that this foundation looks beautiful on the skin after you've got all your makeup done, for me personally, blending it out was a pain in the butt. So in the next clip, you're gonna see that I started blending it out with my Real Technique sponge, which I use all the time, and I never have any problems. But with this foundation in particular, I felt like it was shearing the foundation down to pretty much nothing. All of my redness was showing through, all of my pimples and dark circles were peeking through. So I ended up switching to a foundation brush. But again, I think it was more user error this time than anything, because I still was having a pretty hard time. As you can see, I'm swirling the brush around, which you should not do with this foundation. I find that the best way to blend this out is to use a brush, but to use patting motions. You can clearly see that your girl was frustrated, okay? I was having a really bad makeup day and I was getting really annoyed. So I just go back in with some extra foundation in the spots where I felt like I needed the most coverage, and I'm just going to use that same foundation brush, but this time I'm going to pat it out. And as you can see, the coverage was incredible by patting it. Just by patting it. Don't swipe, as you're going to see right about now. I swipe it and boom, redness pops through. And then I go back in and pat it and covers it up. So for my concealer, I started off using the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer, but once I had it blended out, I found that it wasn't giving me the coverage that I wanted, so I went in with the IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Under Eye Concealer and kind of mixed the two, and it created this just beautiful, flawless under eye finish, which is what I love. Not too much, but not too little, just right for me. And then I'm going to use the Coty Airspun powder to set that. I don't really bake, you guys already know this. But I did apply a little bit of extra powder just to the under eye area so my concealer would not crease, and then I immediately went in with a brush and just swiped the excess powder away. To contour, I'm going to use the Lorca Pro Contour. It's one of my favorite contouring palettes, and I'm just taking the light contour shade with a blending brush and a flat eyeshadow brush to define my nose and the tip of my nose, as you can see, and I just blend that out. And then I go in with the medium contour shade to contour my cheekbones and the rest of my face. Please do not judge my harsh contour lines, okay? The lights were really bright, and this camera picks everything up, like so much more than my iPhone did, so you can literally see every single little mistake that I make. So please don't judge, okay? Don't judge me. The struggle was real. Now I'm going in with the Hoola bronzer to blend those harsh contour lines out and kind of give some color back to my face. And clearly, you know, we just gonna blend. Yes, girl. Blend that down your neck because you do not match. Just blend. So to highlight my face, I'm going in with the Nicole Guerriero Glow Kit, and I'm using the shades Glow Getter and 143 to highlight my face. And clearly your girl was feeling super, super extra because we're gonna highlight our eyes and our brow bones and pretty much our entire face. And I did apply some lashes off camera. My camera stopped recording, so I didn't get that on camera. But as you can see, I was feeling a little extra, so you know, we spritzed our face with some setting spray. Ooh, look at that glow. So we spritzed our face with some setting spray, and then we took the highlight on top, and bam, bam, glowing for the gods. So my 357th makeup struggle for the day was choosing a lip color. I was not having it. You guys, I don't know. So I just went in with my basic shade, which is Kat Von D's Lolita, and clearly I was doing a crappy job at applying it. I do go in, however, to clean that up because, you know, I don't even know. I did go in with some translucent powder to quickly set my smile lines, and then I used the Milani Make It Last setting spray. However, that stuff comes out like water, like it was just way too much. And I felt like my lips needed a little something extra, so I used the Viva Glam Ariana Grande lip gloss, and I believe it was the very first one that came out, and that's about it, you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you guys enjoyed the video and found it helpful. If you did, please don't forget to thumbs this video up and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. And also, if you click the little bell that is right beside the subscribe button, you will be notified every single time a new video of mine goes live. So yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will talk to you guys next time. Bye.